Are we on yet? Or
We're
on?
As typical for me, I come up with multiple questions after we stop rolling. I'm wondering what was the most important thing that you've learned from visiting some of these other movements. You know, what moved you, and what made you a stronger person?
Let me say why I went to Standing Rock in the first place. I went to Standing Rock twice, in September and December. I thought I would never go in the winter, but the camp requested that we come back, and we did. And the reason that I went in the first place is because many of the warriors there, the elders there, had supported Mauna Kea. Because in reality, I believe that Mauna Kea kind of grew the bigger movement. Mm-hmm. Because we were the first movement in this time, in 2014, that really was televised worldwide. And our contested case was televised every day and repeated in the evening. And when the people of, especially Standing Rock, Turtle Island, what's now known as Canada, our relatives there, saw that a group of people were standing on Hawaii, they never thought that, you think Hawaii, hula, tourists, beautiful places. When you see that a people are standing and saying, whatever it takes, we're going to stand for whatever it is, this time our mountain, it inspired them. And they said, if you stand, we can stand too. That happened. And for Standing Rock, when I was in New York in 2016, I went to a water ceremony, and the elders were there, and it was before Standing Rock. This was in June of last year. We held a water ceremony with Arvo Looking Horse, hence World Peace and Prayer Day will be here this year. But LaDonna Allard, Brave Bull Allard from Sacred Stone Camp, which was the only camp at that time there, she saw me and she said, Pua, I think I'm going to make a call out from Sacred Stone Camp for people to stand, and I think 40 people will come. And I said, LaDonna, I think if you put a call out, more than 40 people will come. And by the time I got there in September, there were maybe 6,000 to 8,000 people there. So it's about alliances. What I learn when I step on their soil is protocol. Everything that I put into place here, I put into place somewhere else, and I become deeper in what I'm doing. There's an expectation between our peoples that we know how to be a good host and we know how to be a good guest. And when I go somewhere else, I'm not their front line, I'm their 10th line. And if they need me up farther, they'll ask me to be there. I go in quiet. And our whole Mauna Kea Ohana that were there, our contingent there, no judgment for what these brave people are doing. And what it moves me to say is, if you're an ally or a relative and you visit a movement and you go to help, don't judge them. They are working it out. As they are standing, they are figuring out how to feed you, how to lodge you, what kind of a system they're going to put in place that will hold this all together. And sometimes you are doing it all at the same time. Just like we did on the mountain, be compassionate. Be there to hold them. And just say, work it out. And I will be here. And that's what I learned to do better. And what I see at these movements are brave people that I only know through Facebook. And when I get to stand in the same line as them or sit in the same council, we become to people that become connected to people who are doing great things. And it inspires me to be more than I am today. And I know that we inspire them. So it's this exchange we have. There's hope. There's pride. there's a way that we're going to move forward all together. That's what being in any of these places, in any of these movements, is all about, at least for me. So I mentioned World Peace and Prayer Day, which will be here on Hawaii Island. So from the 18th through the 21st, we will be gathering here for two really great reasons. One, Orville Looking Horse. This has been really an event that he has inspired for many years. And a few years ago, he wrote a letter for Mauna Kea. And when I saw it on Sacred Facebook, I knew that it wasn't going to end there. And his daughter lives here on this island. And in June of last year, he asked permission to have World Peace and Prayer Day because he understood the significance of the water on Mauna Kea and of Mauna Kea itself. So that meant that the gathering would be here. But also very important is we have a very significant fire. And that is the fire that is found in the volcano here. So this will be the first time that the fire is actually the fire of the volcano. And so the eternal fire will be lit, the mountain will be standing. And so we will pray here for 4 days. We will hold ceremony. Many of the water protectors that we went over to assist and to pray with will be here, as well as people from around the world. And we will hold this prayer. Now, if you can't be here, which of course is the majority of people, then on the 21st, we are asking you to be at your sacred place. And we will be praying here all day.
And that's the solstice?
That is the solstice. So we will connect to Mauna Kea specifically. We will ask people to send their prayers this way, and we will send it up through the portal to the heavens, and we will just keep that prayer going. This will seal us together. And that is essential at this time. With so much going on in the world, let's just for this moment just pause and seal our collective prayer together. And that's what we'll be doing on June 21st. So wherever you are, feel welcome. It's going to be a mighty, intensive, collective, vibrational prayer going out through every grid you could imagine, through every ley line, from every mountain, from the mountain to the sea, from the heavens to the earth, from us, one another, to each other. A mighty prayer. So that's our request. That's our invitation. That's what we know we have to do.
World Peace Day. So just check in with yourself and with Mauna Kea on June 21st.
And we have a website for that too, so just go find World Peace and Prayer Day and you'll find us. And we'll be praying with you and for your places, for your ways, for your people, for everything and for everyone.
Mahalo.